Hey Guelph, Mayor Cam Guthrie here, and sorry I'm coming to you like this. We just finished our committee meeting of council, so this is your wrap-up video for February 7th, and I did it virtually from home, and I ran upstairs, got changed out of my shirt and tie. On the way back down the stairs, I was like, uh-oh, I didn't do my wrap-up video. So you get me in my favorite University of Guelph Arts hoodie tonight, but I didn't want to miss the wrap-up video. So here we go. We started at around 2 o'clock. We ended at around 8:15, and we started with a presentation about staff that are going through a Six Sigma program, and they graduated with their yellow belt. And if you need to look up what the Six Sigma program is, it's basically ways of relooking at jobs, relooking at things to find efficiencies and just to do things better. And so congratulations to staff internally that are doing that. Then we went into our infrastructure development and enterprise section of the report. We started with the long-term and short-term rental housing report. And in regards to looking at licensing short-term rentals. Now, they're not all Airbnbs, but that's one that's commonly referred to. There's others as well. And to look to make sure that they are being used properly, safety concerns, and there's a sort of an unfair advantage where you got bed and breakfasts, hotels that have to pay fees, and then Airbnb does not. And there is some administration burden there. So to be able to look to make sure that they're being run properly and in good order, we're looking at maybe implementing a licensing regime with that. And in regards to long-term rentals, which would be like a normal rent, you're renting an apartment or a basement or a house. Those are not licensed at all right now, but we've asked staff to, grab some metrics and some data about the impacts of those types of rentals within the city for 2 years, and to have it come back to council in 2 years' time to present that report. To see whether or not the proactive nature of our staff looking after long-term rentals is still, meeting the results that we're looking for, or if things need to change at that time. We also had what's called the Municipal Accommodation Tax. So this is a tax that the residents of Guelph don't pay for. It's where tourism comes in and they rent an Airbnb or they rent a hotel room or whatever. And there's usually like a 4% little line item that then the visitors would pay. And this is common with many municipalities. So like $4 or $5. And that $4 or $5 goes into a pot, which is then shared between the city and the Chamber of Commerce, which is going to be focused on tourism within the city, both marketing and new initiatives. And it really could generate between $500,000 up to $1 million a year towards tourism, which can create jobs, good economic development, put Guelph on the map for more amazing things that we got going on here. And that's all funded. That revenue is derived from visitors. It's not derived from the taxpayers of Guelph. So that was approved by council committee today as well. Then we have what was called the Property Assessed Clean Energy Update. And that is a program that's been in the works for about 5 years. And there's been many different things that have happened over the last 5 years to pause, to examine some things, whether or not we would do this program or an outside group would do this program. But recently, FCM, which is the Federation of Canadian Municipalities, is in charge of a fund called the Green Municipal Fund. And they picked Guelph to receive $10 million in available loans and $5 million as a grant to implement and administer the sort of uptake of this PACE program for the first few years. So we had to sort of make a decision on whether we were going to go ahead with this program or not. So staff brought forward this issue to us, and it was approved by committee today. And what is the PACE program? So I'll try to make it as simple as possible. It's a low or no interest type of a loan that residents can get for their home to do energy retrofits. So there would be a lot of oversight in regards to, doing a green audit check for your home prior to anything commencing. You would be in charge of picking your own kind of contractors to look at solar panels or new windows or new insulation and those types of things that would help with making your home more energy efficient and probably reducing your utility bills as well. And the costs of those capital upgrades to your home to make it more energy efficient would then be added to your property taxes, and you'd pay it back over your property taxes. So we approved that at council as well. Toronto is already doing this. Ottawa just started doing this. And now Guelph is looking to do this as well. So check that out when it comes out, the full program later on. Hopefully, maybe things starting late fall into, the end of the year where people could start really signing up for this program. And it would probably complement other provincial or federal programs that are out there. But this could really, really help with our climate change goals and put some money back in your pocket as well. Okay? What else did we do? We got an update from the Smart Cities update. So a few years ago, Guelph won $10 million from a contest that the federal government that was putting on called the Smart Cities Contest. And we won with Wellington County. We won together the $10 million to help with our food future, which is the circular food economy. Since that time, they've also been able to leverage several millions of dollars more in regards to another program called COIL, and that expands things beyond food into other circular economy opportunities for innovation. And so we got an update today from the Smart Cities office about the Our Food Future and also about the COIL program. And my goodness gracious, they have done such a good job for our community over the last a few years. And so I'll put a link below to all the reports here that I just talked about at a high level so you can check them out along with presentations and things like that. Today was just the committee. Normally my videos are only 2 minutes, but I thought you'd like to look at me longer in my hoodie. No, I had too much to explain. It had to be more than 2 minutes today. So it all gets sent to the end of the month for council to consider ratifying the decisions of committee today. I hope this keeps you up to date with what's going on. I hope you're all staying safe and well. And thanks for joining me for 7 minutes and 53 seconds. Bye.